I got a question for you, a theory. Is
Okay.
it possible that Kyle Shanahan is kind of purposely kind of wants people to doubt Trey Lance? Like bring that bar way, like bring the expectations down, And then when Trey Lance does what I think he's going to do, Kyle Shanahan can be there like,
I told you.
Who doubted me? Who doubted me? Who doubted me? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. I told you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He doesn't need to call his shot. He doesn't need to call his shot right now and say Lance is going to be great. He can just sit back and let people say dumb shit and be like, okay, I'll remember.
I was thinking too, especially, I kind of was feeling like because the plan that they had, he was holding him back. Like he didn't want to release things. He didn't want you to see nothing that that he had planned with Trey Lance. You know, like he just everything, and then all of a sudden, boom, you got this, and you got to make adjustments to it. But the less he showed, the less people can expect, the less people will see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why he was kind of holding them back, and plus the finger. Nobody
That's what I want to say. Hopefully Kyle can keep Trey Lance healthy because I don't think we saw much healthy Lance last year. He hurt his finger early on. He hurt his knee. He might have been healthy in that Houston game, although he didn't say he was 100%. I'd like to see 100% healthy Trey because really, if he starts getting hurt a lot, then maybe we're going to have to start looking at Kyle as being culpable with some of these quarterback injuries because his quarterbacks are hurt a lot.
Exactly.
A lot. Yeah.
Exactly, which goes into one of the other things that I was going to say, like the O-line. And you never can, I mean, again, you never know what Kyle is holding back. Sometimes he's just holding, because we knew Ayuk had great expectations for last year. And because of what he did his rookie season. So you don't know who else. You know, you don't know what lineman. And I know you see things because you get to go in and to the OTAs and stuff. But I just feel like the O-line, Sermon, and Trey Lance, I think that he just wanted to keep those things bottled up so when nobody know what he got in store for them. And that's just me. I'm giving them a little credit on that.
All right, fair. But hold on. With Sermon and Ayuk in particular, I'm trying to go back. It seemed like what Kyle said about Ayuk was that it was a professionalism thing.
Right.
Why he wasn't. It was a professionalism thing. But he didn't say it had anything to do with anything in particular. Like, was it practice habits? No, not really. Well, what do you mean professionalism? Well, it's private. To me, what happened? Like, did something happen on a road trip? Was there something like professionalism? What does that mean? Like, was it a curfew thing? Was it something small? Like, it seems like it was probably something small yet significant. I don't even think it was how he played football. I have no idea what it was, but it's probably something professionalism. I don't know. Yeah. Right. And Sermon didn't play in that game either, right? Week one.
Right.
So I don't know what happened. Something like, you know what I'm saying?
So
might have been in Detroit, the issue. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
And I think he understands his style is really punishing on, like, especially the running backs, really punishing on their bodies. And I think that's why he consistently go out and get guys that he feel like can endure. You know, we're drafting LSU running back. Nothing big, nothing explosive about him, but he's a big guy and he can move, you know.
So is the undrafted free agent they signed, Jordan Mason. Right. Interesting. They get a new running back coach, and it seems like Kyle's like, so what do you think of the room? And he's like, good, but they're all small guys who get hurt. And Kyle's like, man, you got a point.
Another right. Yeah. So that's a good thing. So with the DBs, okay, we got Jason. He looking like he want to come around. I seen that you said Odom got burnt a couple times, and Dinner.
Yeah.
Denard, he I think he was a pretty good guy. He's actually from this area, so
Darqueze Dennard?
Yeah.
So, I wanted the Niners to draft him in 2013 when he was coming out of Michigan State. I was like, that's the guy. Forget Gilbert. That's the guy. But I think he might be better at nickel because he never had that 4.3 speed.
Right.
He's a good player.
Pick. And I think he's good. He's a good contester. So okay. I think we might end up being all right out there. It didn't really look too good toward the end of the season in the draft, but now the things coming together, closer it get, it looked like we do have some things in place that I think can be pretty solid in the DB.
I think so too. I mean, for what this team did going on that run with Jimmy Garoppolo, they should be able to go on an even better run with Trey. I just hope they keep him upright. I hope they keep him healthy. Because if Nate Sudfeld has to start 4 games this year, it's over. Not over, but they're not making the playoffs if that has to happen.
Line, which brings me to my next point.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of, what do you think about Cap trying out in Oakland?
I think it's cool. But I noticed that they haven't signed him. Like, what's going on? Yeah,
right.
What happened? Yeah.
You know, I really want to see him at least get a squad and play in a preseason game. Just to see, you know, because like again, he's been gone. You don't know what he has. You don't know about, you know, how he can compete. You know, he's throwing well and things like that. But I know a lot of Niners fans probably wouldn't, but I would like to see him back up, Trey. Because
that's the thing. I agree with that.
I feel like, you know, you bring Trey in, you bring somebody in that has been in championship environment. No, we didn't win Super Bowls, but he was contending. He was right there so many times. So you bring somebody in that has that recent chemistry, you know, and he can kind of coach that guy. Hey, man, you got similar style of play. This is what I did in a scenario like this.
Exactly.
Whether it's good or bad. This is what I did and it was bad, or this is what I did and it was good. You know, so I think that would bring some things to light, but I don't think Shanahan cared for him too much, you know. So
he already got rid of him once, right? But to me, he's a better quarterback than Nate Sudfeld. I don't care how long Colin Kaepernick has been on the bench. He's better than Nate Sudfeld. He gives you a better chance to win than Nate Sudfeld. To your point, he's the same style as Trey Lance, a better fit. Yes. I mean, why are the Raiders the one thinking about this? Okay, so the Niners are willing to keep Jimmy Garoppolo, they say, if they don't trade him. Who's cheaper, Jimmy or Colin? Colin. Who's a bigger distraction, Jimmy or Colin? Jimmy.
Right.
Freaking Jimmy. So to me, I mean, I'm with you on it, but it'll never happen.
From a media standpoint, now Colin would bring a lot of attention, and I don't think he wants that. You know, he low key, kind of smooth kind of guy. So I don't think he want that. And again, like we said, he got rid of him once, but a lot of things has changed in that time. You know, I don't think he's really fond of people that playmaker outside of his scheme. You know, so that rules out Colin. You know. Right. Because he's a runner, you know.
He didn't want a quarterback like Colin 5 years ago. Now he has a quarterback like Colin.
Right.
So what are you doing, man? Yeah.
Right.
So you draft Brock Purdy and like give Nate Sudfeld guaranteed money. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
You know, and I never try to knock a man's talent, and obviously it take a lot to get where Nate Sudfeld is, but I just don't think he's not the premier guy. He's not the money that you gave him. I feel like you could give Colin.
Right, hold on real quick, because people say I'll be getting personal these days. I'm not knocking Nate Sudfeld. I'm stating the obvious. Nate Sudfeld was on the Niners practice squad last year. No one wanted him.
Right.
Now he's your backup and you're trying to act like he's a commodity and you can win games with him. That's not Nate Sudfeld. That's the Niners projecting onto Nate Sudfeld something that's not there. Why?
Right. And then the other guy, Brock, you get Brock, who's similar to Nate. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't hire on Brock, you know, but hey, what did I know?
Again, it's not Brock's fault. The Niners drafted him. Why? You have nothing in common with the starting quarterback skill set. What is that?
Right. His linemen for passing and the kind of quarterbacks that he go after, they don't fit. They don't. He don't get major protector. He gets smaller guys that can move, that can get out and make blocks down the field. But
he prioritizes run blocking over pass protection, which is a little strange in 2022. Just a little. I mean, it works for him to an extent.
Yeah.
To an extent.
And
Cdiggy, man, I got to take more calls though, man.
Hey, sorry. It was good hollering at you, Grant. Hey,
great to talk to you.
Hey, Atlanta.
I'm coming. I'll be there.
All right.